Hi, I'm broadcaster Karl van Gelder here with head coach of men's tennis, Coach Rollyson, the reigning SSC Coach of the Year. Thanks for talking with me.
Appreciate that, Karl. And yeah, that brings back some fond memories. But as we all know, that's in the past, and it's kind of go time now. And let's see what 2026 holds.
You mentioned it's go time now. You guys had some action before 2026 to warm up for this upcoming really strong stretch of games or matches. Talk about what you saw in that 2025 portion of the season that gave you some confidence coming into this year.
Yeah, I mean, the fall is obviously a great time to kind of see some new faces and put them out there and see what you got. We had two guys reach the third round at ITAs, including Mario Antonio Morales, the transfer from Jefferson, who beat the number one player in the region, which obviously that hasn't happened a whole lot, so that was good to see. But we had seen Mario play before. They'd played us the last couple years, so we kind of knew what we were getting there. But yeah, I mean, it was good to get some of the new faces in as well. Obviously, you know, returning some guys, but I always like the fall to kind of see how the new guys transition. And yeah, we went over to Embry-Riddle for 3 days and had a lot of success there. And I mean, the depth of our team is the strength. I mean, it's a problem. It's a good problem to have, but like it's tough to kind of make sure you get the right guys in the lineup. But the fact is, if we get guys dinged up and we get some guys injured, we got the guys ready to step up. And that was what the fall was great to see, the depth. Really, I mean, I knew we had depth, but that really reinforced in my mind what we had, and to see some of the new guys play was really good.
And sometimes when people say we have depth, it's because they don't have that high-end talent, but you guys have that too. You're returning the player of the year from the conference last year. Talk about what it's like to have that group of returners coming back ready to make an impact.
Yeah, Mario Garros, obviously, I think he's going to go down as probably the best player in school history. But quite honestly, you know, he's never had to play number one before. And with the Sunshine State Conference, it's going to be tough for Mario. It's going to be time for him to step up. But yeah, I mean, obviously one of the more talented guys in Division II for sure. And he's obviously going to be a pivotal part. We're gonna go as he goes. Obviously losing Chris Falcow, another All-American, that's going to be a big loss. But fortunately, as being there on the court as assistant coach, Chris will bring a good presence to the program. And, you know, Bosco Boscovich is returning as well. Bosco will be a contributor. George Russell, Anor Turgott, Gabriel Jorner. I mean, we have some guys that maybe have been on the fringe, and now it's going to be time for them to step up. And of course, we have some new returners as well. Didn't know if I've just beat you to the punch by asking that question myself. But I'm really excited about a couple freshmen. Yusuf El Shafi from Egypt. I think he's going to be in the mix right away. And then Uri Kien from Spain, who is really, really close to pushing in the lineup. And then we have a transfer, Marco Chinotti from St. John's, Big East champion at St. John's last year, Division I, and excited to see what he's going to bring the lineup. So again, some new faces, but also some stable faces that have brought the Mocs some success in the past few years.
And talk about some more of those stable faces. What's it like as a coach being able to say, I know these guys, I've seen these guys, and I know they can help these new guys adjust the program?
Yeah, I mean, that's all part of the culture, Karl. For me, it's like, you know, yeah, I'm the head coach, but at the end of the day, the existing players, you know, are the ones that have to kind of show the ropes to the new guys. And when it comes that direction, it makes my job as a coach a lot easier. You know, Edo Melindo, our captain, is just, he does an amazing job of that. He kind of makes sure that the guys stay accountable to each other, and that the culture stays the way it is. And no one, we got to keep the train on the tracks. And it only takes one or two guys to really derail that. And I think, you know, in our conference with our schedule, I think the team that can stay together and can pull through the tough times, because you have to have realistic expectations that when you play the schedule that we play, it's not always going to be rosy. So you have to understand that there's going to be times where we're going to need to pick each other up. And I think the culture and the commitment that we have to one another is probably the best I've had in my 4 years, and I'm really excited about that.
You mentioned the schedule, and the schedule is something that is definitely a tall task for you guys, but something that will really help you sharpen this team going into that conference play.
Yeah, who did the schedule for
I don't know. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I think it's bad coaching. But yeah, I mean, so we open up, obviously, the next couple of days at Flagler. Preseason number 3. They just played North Florida and had a tough 4-3 match against a decent mid-major Division I. So we know what they got. Playing at their place is never easy. They're a well-coached team, and again, they'll be there probably in the Final Four for sure when the season's over. And then we come home to Lynn, which is a conference match on Valentine's Day. Excited about hopefully getting a lot of people out there. We're doing some Valentine's giveaways for that. But yeah, Lynn's going to be very good. They brought in 2 transfers in January. So I'm maybe glad we're getting them early in the season before they get acclimated. And then, just Valdosta State 2 days later, who's the 2-time defending national champion. But they haven't been here in a long time. So Trish was telling me that they haven't been here as long as she's been here. So to get Valdosta, the 2-time defending national champion, to come to our place is really cool. So, and then we got Washburn down the line. Obviously, our conference speaks for itself, but non-conference, you got Wayne State, you got Grand Valley State, you got Washburn, you got Ferris State. It's just murderer's row. But, that's why you come to Florida Southern. I mean, to be the best, you have to beat the best. And obviously, we're going to have our chances to beat the best, and let's hope that we'll have some of those bounces go our way.
And to compete with the best and to beat the best, you need to have some of the best facilities. You guys have been able to continue to renovate those this year.
Yeah, it's been amazing, Karl. When I interviewed with Drew 4 years ago, it was my goal to engage the community. You're only as successful as, I feel, the support that you have. And the support that we've got from the Lakeland community has just been unbelievable. It's humbling, actually. And to have the new team room that's getting close to completion, it's kind of something that I kind of envisioned 4 years ago. And, it'll be a game changer on the recruiting side. It'll be nice for the guys and the girls as well. And really excited about that. And to have a Division II, obviously our facilities is top of the notch in Division II. I came from a top 25 Division I school, and I feel like the support we have at Florida Southern is even greater. Like, we've had almost 300 people come to our matches. I mean, that's unheard of. I've had 2 top 5 coaches in Division II tell me that they feel that Florida Southern has the best home advantage in the country. And that doesn't come easy. It's a lot of hard work to engage the community, and it's just been, it's totally blown my mind how this community has supported our guys. And I think they feel it. And listen, when I'm recruiting student athletes, that's my big selling point. I'm like, yeah, you got a lot of good schools that have great academics. You have a lot of good schools that have great tennis. But I feel like what we bring to the table is a community that genuinely cares about tennis and will come out and support them. And I think that's a game changer.
Well, Coach, thank you again for your time, and super excited to see what you guys get to do this season. It will be a really special one.
Thank you, Karl. It's been a lot of fun.
Of course.